is the health lodge. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Over here is a beautiful sign. Oops. For health checks. So people can wait in line and not open the door on other people. Ooh, pretty. This is the inside of the health lodge with my stuff still kind of in it. Here's some first aid packs. You're gonna need to stock those. Here's a file drawer with paperwork. So paperwork that's in here, you have standing orders, health inspection stuff, health inspection report, inventory. Probably need to do that right away before you actually start in training. Incident report forms, injury and illness report forms. You're going to have summer staff health forms, actual injury reports and staff injury reports, and all these extra papers that you'll need to see what to put in stuff like first aid packs. And then down here is more paperwork, but this is camp paperwork. So I have the health check forms, which we'll go over, and med forms and allergy health concern forms. Then over here is the clipboard. So I like to just keep organized, and here's a list of all the stuff that I have to do before camp starts, and list of things that go in the health pack, cell information, temperature, just all the fun stuff. More clipboard. A phone! You get a phone! You can record your voicemail if you want. Over here's the actual camper room. Oh, here is a bathroom, which is supposed to be an occasional use toilet, but a counselor here flooded it when he was sick. So that's not fun, so make sure you do occasional use, Travis. And here's the sink. It's just hose water hooked up. So a little cabinet thing, you can put some stuff, window, mirror, da-da-da. And here's the drawers, bed, wonderful, blackboard. There's where the over-the-counter meds are stored. This is where health checks take place, by the way. Extra first aid stuff is all in this bin. I keep it. You can, organize stuff however you want. So, so you can keep track of things. And then you have to keep camper meds locked up in one of the locked drawers. It's organized by cabins. You can reorganize it if you'd like. However, you can keep track. There's another locked drawer on the right side. And I keep biohazard stuff in there. So then that's locked up. Then there's drawers. You can organize these however you like. I have thermometers, really health check stuff in this first drawer, second drawer on the right. Some splints and med cups, extra gloves, band-aids, first aid, miscellaneous first aid, and gauze, lots of gauze. You can label that. Let's see. Then over-the-counter med cabinet has its own key as well. I just put the ibuprofen dosage chart on there, and then normal temperature chart. For here, you can organize the medicine however you want. This is just kind of how I have it organized. Just like this. Maybe you could get ideas from it. These are the off-site packs. When you go off-site, you're going to need to make an off-site med pack. You'll have a list for that. Under the phone, I have the extra linens and stuff stored. Over here is wilderness emergency, biohazard, some restroom stuff, needs ice pack, sunscreen, bug spray, extra blankets, my stuff. Under here is more sunscreen and bug spray in here. Here's a first aid pack again. You get to stock them, and then counselors can really keep track of what's in there, and they'll tell you if they don't have something. Get like major and minor, bags, other things in there, and everything that goes in the first aid pack is on this list that you'll find, health pack list. And I made a little off-site list. Kind of keep focus on that. On the side, but you'll also have that. Off-site stuff is kind of just over here. You have a big bag, there's a waterproof bag, there's another waterproof bag in the tripping closet, another backpack, and you can just do off-site stuff with that. Kind of depending on the trip, how much you want to carry is how much you're going to bring of different first aid stuff, and then over-the-counter meds, and you'll have a list of that, of what to bring. And it's really just more of everything, the first aid pack, and then plus the over-the-counter meds. Oh, and camper meds. When you go off-site as well, you're going to need to make copies of their health forms to bring with, along with the counselor health forms. You are also in charge of waiver forms that they need to bring with as well. Our big record book, you'll probably have a new one since we're getting to the end. But in the beginning, you want to have everyone sign their initials and names, so then when they have their own notebook, they write their initials, you know who did that. And then there's, instructions on how to do this stuff and make a chart in the front of the book. So I'll just kind of shoot through. Here's an example. This is when we went off-site. You tape the pages back in here, and you can make a chart of meds, so then you can easily write your time and initials in there, and it's a lot better than writing the whole thing out like this. When you do write in the record book, you're going to write the date, who you're giving medicine to, the time, what it is, and what it's for if it's not their own medicine, and your initials. Other things that go in the record book too, you pretty much write everything in the record book. So if something happens to a camper that you need on like an incident report form, just write it right away in the record book, and then you can write out an incident report later. This is a health check form. You can fill out the name on top, so then when you fold it over, it's confidential information. You can pre-sign the bottoms just so it's easier to go through, kind of look it over, and date. And then you'll probably want to write their cabin in the corner, and even if you know they're taking meds, you could write M for med, or when you talk to them, you can write N for new, anything how you want to do it. This is a sheet. You're going to want a cheat sheet of who's allergic to what, maybe health concerns, and then on the other side, what I usually do is have a cheat sheet of medicines that they take at certain times, so I'll show you one. So then, their name, when they're going to take it, and put in there, kind of just like in the record book, and you put the med, so then you can just have a nice easy cheat sheet of what to do and when to do it. And also in their file is the health checks, so that has everything in it still too. But this time it will be. So me and Erin will be doing a health check, showing you how to do it. Erin is the camper. Come on in, Erin. You want to have things set up just like this, really. And you can have somebody else helping you writing stuff down. So when Erin comes in, I just ask her to take her hair out because we're going to do a lice check. And then if you could take both your shoes off, we have to check for athlete's foot.
Do you want my socks off too?
Yes, because we have to check for athlete's foot. Get to see your feet.
I painted my toenails yesterday.
And then you just ask them, go over if they have any allergies or any medical history at camp. They bring medicines, you need to write what the medicine is and actually what's in it. Like if it's Benadryl, it's really diphenhydramine, and then the dosage and the time. And you also have to write down the medicine again and the expiration date and then you check their temperature. So, see if Aaron has a fever. This goes in your ear, Aaron.
Okay.
Is this your first time at camp?
No.
Oh, Aaron's perfect. 98.6.
Awesome.
Yay, Aaron. Then you check for lice. You can put one glove on. You can't really record me recording you. Check for lice. Look in here for bugs. Have them flip their head over.
Really?
Yep, have them flip their head over. And then you check underneath for lice. Really just look around like their ears and pat on the head. Check for lice. And you take glove off. Throw that away. Can't use the same glove. And then you check their feet. Have them hold their feet out and point their toes up.
Up?
Yep, so then you can see the bottoms. And you're going to look for red, itchy skin that's peeling, and that's athlete's foot signs and symptoms of athlete's foot. They have athlete's foot. They can still come to camp. They just need to wear shower shoes, basically shoes all the time because they're going to be sharing space with other people. And if they have a fever, they can't come to camp until they don't have a fever or they've been to the doctor and on medication. And if they have lice, they can't come to camp until the lice is gone. Hopefully you don't get any of those situations, though. Alright, that's pretty much it. And when you get their medication, it's really easy to put it in a plastic bag and then just label it with their name and when they take it, too. When you're doing your health check and they have meds, make sure to ask them when they're taking it, but then if it's okay, if it's at breakfast or dinner or lunch, if you give it to them at the table, or if they want to be pulled aside to take their medicine. This is the way down to Waterfront. Look at all of these stairs. Yay. And more stairs. This is the Waterfront area. Over here, the Waterfront sign. To set up for Waterfront, you have to put that down. And then come around here. And you're going to need to take the backboard out. And throw a rope out and put it on one of the docks. And a shepherd's crook, put that on one of the docks. And first aid kit, somewhere around here. Where is that? Oh, there it is. First aid kit, you're going to need to put that out of the boathouse. And here is the swim check stuff, which after kids do their swim checks, they either get a green, blue, or red wristband, and they have to wear that for the rest of the week. And they also check in at our beautiful buddy board. And you'll have buddy board staff that will write their names like that on a tag and have the color on it. Could be by cabin. They put that up there and then they can check in before waterfront time into swimming, fishing, or canoeing, or on the shore. And fishing stuff is there. And there's Aaron. You can have the kids sit down on the dock and then you can explain the swim checks to them when they're nice and quiet. For the swim checks, the farthest zone is the green zone, the middle zone is the blue zone, and the closest zone is the red zone. For swim checks to go into the water and in the red zone, they have to fully submerge themselves twice. Then for the blue zone, they can start out at the end of the dock. You can do swim checks 4 kids at a time, and they can start at the end of dock, or if they're really tall kids, they can go in the blue zone. They have to swim across the blue zone to the other end of the buoys or the dock using 1 stroke, then back across using a different stroke, and then back across again, so 3 lengths total using 2 strokes. Strokes can be front crawl, back crawl, breaststroke, or side stroke. They can't doggy paddle or touch the bottom. After they do that and you tell them they pass, they go out to the raft. Swim out to the raft, and they get on the raft and they can stay up there and have a break for 1 minute. After that, they jump off the raft into the water and tread water for 1 minute. You're going to have 2 lifeguards doing this. Well, you are 1 lifeguard and then another lifeguard on the raft. They're going to time the treaders and then tell them if they passed. After they passed, they're going to get out of the water and go up to the buddy board again and get the wristband and check in. Before Waterfront begins, you have to explain the swimming rules of Waterfront, and also you explain the buddy board situation where campers must get a buddy in order to swim, and they also have a buddy anywhere at Waterfront, so kayaking, canoeing, paddle boating, fishing, which is on that dock over there. Can't fish in the swim area. And the buddy can be a different wristband color than them, but they can only swim in the zone that is closest. So if there's a blue and a red, they can only swim in the red zone. Just explain that to them, and then they check in together at the buddy board, and they also check out together at the buddy board. If they would like to switch activities, they must report to the buddy board, and the buddy board counselors will switch their activities for them. Now we are going to go on the boat. So you need to bring a lifeguarding tube and a lifeguard.
I'm not a lifeguard though.
A tow rope. And one of those paddles. In case your boat breaks down, which has happened before. And also a shepherd's crook.
I'm running out of hands.
That's okay. Crap. Now, and each person needs a life jacket, and you have to wear it, except if you're the lifeguard, which life jackets are actually PFDs, personal flotation devices. We're told not to call them life jackets. Anyway, and then you take one extra, too. But,
So we should take the life jacket.
Yep, the life. PFD. PFD. Okay, we are all set up. Yeah, we are gonna take the old green one for a ride. Woo! Show you how to start the pontoon. All right, I'll give her let's start her first. Okay, push it in.
This thing.
You can do it. Push it.
I got it.
You got it. Woo! All right, I'll give us a push off.
Thanks, Haley.
You're welcome. Woo! And here's the swim area. The docks. We also have log rolling equipment, canoes, and kayaks, and paddle boats as well. And then there's Old Red. So we have 2 pontoons. Make sure you watch for other boats while boating. Make sure you watch out for swimmers when boating. Here is the swim area from afar. That is all.